Hi guys, and welcome back to Soundcheck with Soph, episode 3. This podcast is all about exploring into the creative arts from all walks of life. And this week I am joined by the lovely Gloss.
Hello.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me down.
It's a pleasure.
It's fun. I feel so weird, like, actually being in your presence as this podcast.
Yeah, because I'm so used to seeing you. Yeah, so me and Lauren are friends, and we went to college together. So it is quite weird. It's in a different.
Yeah, like actual buddy booze. We're fucking chilling out. Now I'm getting grilled.
Yeah. So this week, guys, we are spilling the tea. We're spilling the tea together.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm kind of scared, but like I don't actually know what people are asking. Like,
it was quite a mix of questions, I must admit.
Like, what's your problem? What's your star sign?
Nah.
Why are you doing this?
There was a few like that, but I picked.
You filtered them out.
I filtered them down. I know.
So for anyone who asks them, never shite. Sorry, don't do that again.
So, Lauren, what inspired you to start DJing?
Right, it's like a long story. I'm not gonna lie. So, I'll start from the start.
We've got all the time. All the time in the world.
Cool. So basically, I've always been mega into music. Like since I was wee, like I didn't come from a very like musical family or anything like that, but I always just found myself so drawn to like learning about music and always trying to like find new music, you know. So then, basically like, yeah, I was like that just like from when I was like wee, to be honest. And to be honest, I was a bit of a pretentious prick about it. Like I was like a pure wee music nerd goon, but I can't sing and I can't play any instruments, but I really wanted to like kind of put it into something, if that makes sense. Like I wanted to like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like I wanted to kind of like take my love of music and like put it out into the world. Yeah. So I was like, I didn't know how to do that, and then like maybe like 5 years back, a bit more than that, I was about 18, I went to Sub Club in Glasgow for the first time. Obviously that just seems like I'm a DJ and I went to Sub Club and now I fucking DJ, you know what I mean? But like I went to Sub Club and it was the first time I'd ever been, and it's the first time I'd ever been in like a place like that, if that makes sense, like where it was like actual DJs playing rather than just like, you know, like pop music and shit. And basically like who was it? It was Bradley Zero who was playing, who's a DJ from Leeds, and he plays a lot of like kind of funk and soul stuff, which I just thought like, and he just looked like he was having so much fun doing it, and I was just like, that looks fucking brilliant, like I want to do that. So naturally I didn't do anything about it for 2 years. I just thought that's great, and then I just never ever did anything. And then when I started at college with you, and then we started like hanging out, there was a lot of chat about kind of DJing and clubs and stuff like that, and I thought, oh, that thing I thought about 2 years ago, maybe I should give that a go. So then that kind of inspired me to, you know, get some decks and give it a go. So yeah, that was a very long-winded answer, but basically I like music, so I DJ.
Yeah, no, that's
so then
cool.
I tried it.
Like, yeah, and like that's been quite a few years now that you've been doing it for, hasn't it?
Yeah, I started kind of like end of 2019, and then obviously COVID hit, so I was kind of a bedroom DJ for like 2 years, and then started playing live in like 2022. Started 2022, so 2 years now I've actually been like DJing in clubs and bars and all about the place.
Are you loving it?
I do really like it. Like I do love it a lot. The thing is like it's one of the ones where sometimes you have like a shit gig, but like when it's good, it's like so good, you know, so like it makes it all worth it in the end. And like I just love being able to just like play music and like just, you know, see people enjoy it, you know, like that makes it so worth it, like just seeing people like actually dancing and like kind of responding to what you're putting out, you know. So
great. That must make you want to continue doing it.
It makes me want to just kind of, you know, keep going, like see how the crowd are gonna like what's going, and then see if they pick up what I'm putting down. So what style would you say like your sort of music is? It's a lot more eclectic than I used to be. I used to be a lot more, when I started out I was just basically playing like the music that I liked anyways, so I was a lot of like kind of disco, funk, soul, and like a lot of world music like bossa nova and stuff. But as I've started playing live more, it's definitely evolved into a kind of more mixed bag. So I'm definitely a lot more into like house, electronic. But to be honest, I just say like I'll play whatever I get booked to play. To be honest, like I will play anything because I just like all music. So I love all music. Like all music's good, you know. But like I generally do like I just like playing like different types of music. So like I'll just play whatever. But yeah, definitely I feel like even like if I'm playing like in a house or I don't know, stuff that's a bit heavier, there definitely will still be a bit of a twist of that kind of disco-y funk. So I think that's definitely like the angle I would take it at.
Yeah,
you know?
that does make sense. And I think with what you said as well about like depending on what you're booked to sort of play, so like that depending on the promoters, like the venue or whatever, who have then asked, so it is quite, do they give you like this is what you I kind of set, like you pick your music, but like a kind of set list, like this is the sort of like the genre that you have to go off of.
Like if
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, it's like if like there's like a certain night on and say they play stuff that's a bit more like a bit heavier, you know, maybe stuff that's got a bit more of a this is faster, louder. So like they'll like maybe say, oh, do you want to play this? Like we play like, you know, kind of techno, blah blah blah, and I'll be like, yeah, cool, I can do that. Yeah. And then that's it. So it just depends, to be honest. Yeah. You know, but yeah, like I feel like some nights and clubs are a bit more easy going with what you play, but then you also get places that like clubs that like, or no, like nights that do have a very certain type of music, and they like obviously want to keep to that because that's what people are going to listen to.
That's where they're going then.
Yeah. So it just depends, to be honest.
So what has been like your favourite gigs so far to like have played?
I think I'd probably say Riverside. That I just played at Summer They Are. It was very, very good. I played with my friend Kirsty, aka Kushti, who's also a Glasgow DJ.
Yes, big out.
And then basically, we played on. So it was a 10-year anniversary of the Riverside Festival, which for anyone who doesn't know, it's in Glasgow. It's been on for 10 years. It's down at like the Transport Museum at the Clyde. But yeah, it's a big deal. It's like a very big like kind of outdoors festival. It's really good. Shout out.
Yes, big up Riverside.
But yeah, I got asked to play, and then we were playing together, and basically it was the 10-year. I've said like 3 times it's the 10-year
anniversary. Guys, if you didn't know, that was 10. It's been 10 years.
But anyways, so there was a lot of promo going into it, and there was a lot of kind of like they were getting a big buzz going about it, because obviously it's quite a it's like a kind of institution in Glasgow, I'd say. Like everyone knows Riverside, and yeah, so I was just excited to be there because like I've never even been to Riverside before, but like I'd always wanted to go, so being asked to play was just mental. And there was like, we did like photo shoots and shit like that, which is mad, like down at the museum, because we played on the satellite stage, which was showcased in a lot of like local DJs. So like everyone who played there like was Glasgow based or from Glasgow or both, obviously. But so yeah, we were on this Saturday, and we were nervous because Kirsty had played the year before, and she said that like the set times maybe like the crowd won't be as big or whatever. So I think we're a bit like, oh, I hope people actually come and see us play. But like it was just like, it was so good. It was just like such a sweet spot. So like there was like 3 stages. And the bigger stage, like I can't remember who it was on, but they had just finished as we were going on, so people were like kind of going away from there and like coming round to our bit, and then like they just like heard the music and they stopped, and then we got like this massive crowd, and like the sun was playing, like it was just so good. Like everyone was loving it. My mum was there, which is very cute, but yeah, it was just so good. Like everything about it was just like perfect. Like it just like all kind of fell into place, and like I just remember being like, this is just like the best thing ever. Like I don't think I can top this, to be honest. But yeah, it was so good.
You must have been really proud. Like that's a like an amazing thing to have did. You know, like
it was just it was definitely one of the things where like I look back and I'm just like, oh my god, like even if I like do nothing else, like at least I did that. You know what
That's amazing. When it came to being picked for the festival, how does that happen? So do people like people go on and like sort of are seeing you at another gig or things like that? How do you get picked for like a festival?
Well,
like, how does that, do you apply or?
So for Riverside, it was more Kirsty because she played the year before, and she got asked to play again, and then she asked me, so that was one. But for other stuff I've been booked for, a lot of it is through like social media and stuff. Like people kind of underestimate, I think, about how like important like stuff like Instagram is for getting booked. Yeah, because a lot of what it is networking, to be honest. Like a lot of how you get gigs or how you get seen is through, you know, not who you know, but like putting your name out there, and a big way of doing that is social media. So basically, like, yeah, a lot of the times where I've been booked, it's through like just like following people on Instagram, they've seen what I do, and also like not word of mouth, but maybe they'll see that you played at some gig and they're like, oh, like, she'd be a good pick for this. So it's a lot of that. Yeah, and then like sometimes as well, like I have like mailed like or like DM'd events and stuff and been like, oh, I like play this sort of stuff, I've played here, like would you be interested in like having me play? So it's just a lot about putting your name out there in like whatever way that is. But, you know.
Yeah, no, that's interesting, I think, as well. And do you know what I was wondering? Like, was it quite mad the first time that you? Because I remember you played in Berkeley Suite, but like you went there, like you would literally go there. So was that not quite mad? The same as like La Cheetah, that's another place in Glasgow, and I remember like me and Lauren used to go there like while we were in college, not while we, you know, after college we would go there, and it's like a. It's like a music, it's like there's like DJs and different things like that on underneath, like downstairs in the bar, and it must be quite mad for you to have been played in these places after you used to go there. Like, was that
Insane.
Not like
It was madness. Like, it feels like a very out of body experience. Like, because the first gig I ever did was at Berkeley Suite in Glasgow. And yeah, that was just insane because I love going there. Like, that was like one of my like top clubs, still is. And I remember when I got the message like, do you want to play Berkeley Suite? I nearly fainted. I was like, there's no fucking way I've just been asked to play there. Because obviously, like, it's like my first ever gig. Like, I was just DJing in my room at my mum and dad's house. Like, and then next thing I know, I'm like behind the decks at the club that I always went to. And the same with that time at La Cheetah I played as well. I played for Rare, which is a club night in Glasgow. They are also in Edinburgh and Aberdeen as well. And yeah, like we went there every Tuesday after like college and uni. Like it was like bad. Like it was good, but it was bad because we'd show up with like our laptops, go for one drink, and end up there till like 3 a.m. But we just loved it, and that's how I got to know a lot of like the people that I know now, like Kirsty, like through that night and La Cheetah. So when I got asked to play Rare, I remember I phoned you and I was like, oh my god, because we were like out like 2 seconds before, and we're like, oh, we should go to La Cheetah, I haven't been in a while, like the next day. And then I just phoned you and I was like, Sophie, I'm playing it. I've just been asked to play it Rare. And you're like, no fucking way. And I was like, yes fucking way. And it was great. But yeah, stuff like that is mad. Like that's same with like Riverside and stuff. Like it's just like seeing other people playing that and be like, that's just mental, and then being asked yourself to play it, you're like, how is that even happening to me right now?
Because you're good at what you do and they want you to play, you know?
I don't know, imposter syndrome and shit like that.
Nah, it is. It's really exciting, and there's like been lots going on, like, you know, recently with like different gigs and things like that. And you've just not long started a new job, haven't you?
Yeah.
So how is that? Tell me about that for people. Tell me.
Yeah, okay, so don't like dox me or anything, alright? Like, don't come to my place of work. But so me and you were obviously in uni together as well as college, and we did like media. So I just got a job at STV.
Yeah, big up STV. Like in this podcast, like we just shout out everybody.
Yeah,
but
shout
shout
Govan Hill.
Yeah, somebody shout me out, please. Yeah.
Shout Sophie.
But yeah, so how is that like managing while you're like working there, and you do lots of other things as well?
Yeah.
So how does that work while you're DJing? Like, how do you split up your time between it all?
Oh.
I was wondering that.
Yeah,
Mad.
It's a lot. To be fair, when I started working, because obviously this is like my first time like full-time. This is my first full-time job, corporate job. So I was obviously a lot when I started, so I definitely took a bit of time out to just kind of sort myself out. And then like right after that I moved like into a new flat, so there was just a lot of stuff happening in my life that I just like, you know, like I love DJing, but I had to take the back seat because, you know, it was a lot and I couldn't balance it all, especially because the thing about DJing, it's a very unsociable occupation, you know, like you're playing at like, you know, 12 till 4 in the morning, like you're like like drinking, like, you know, stuff like that. So it's
Drinking?
quite hard. I don't drink. Sorry, I've never drank a day in my life. Okay, sorry, mum. But like basically, like I just think it's one of the things where you just have to kind of prioritize certain stuff at certain times, and I definitely had to be like, right, well, I can't do this for a while. Like I love it, but I need to like actually sort my adult shit out first, you know.
Yeah.
So, but now that I'm more in the groove, I've kind of gotten a bit better, like kind of sorting out my time. Like I can be like, okay, like I can do this gig because I'm not working tomorrow, or I can do this gig because like, you know, I, you know, don't have anything else going on, blah blah blah. So it's just a lot of, you know, trying to sort your shit out. And I think that's the same for a lot of DJs. Like even like people who are still at uni or college or whatever. Like I know so many DJs. It's just like everyone's just trying to find that balance, you know.
Yeah,
And
I
I
guess
feel
it
like-
is a little bit balanced.
Yeah, it's just like everyone's trying to sort their life out somewhere or another. And I've definitely had like chats with like my friends who are DJs, just being like, God, I don't know how I'm fucking doing this still, but
Yeah.
you know, it's worth it in the end.
Yeah, I think you're doing really well. You really
Thanks.
are. Like, and I think it's just taking that time. Sometimes you just need to take that time when you start something new. You know, plan out everything out, and kind of just like, and then you can go back to it when
Yeah.
time's right.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
Exactly.
And then once you get back into it, it feels good because you know you have the time to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's more enjoyable
Yeah,
that
exactly.
way as well.
Yeah, like it'll always be there, so
Mhm.
you know, you can go back and like when you feel it a bit fresher and like,
Yeah.
a bit more put together and be like, I can do this, and like not want to cry.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
So you also, Lauren, you do like loads of other things. You also do Radio Buena Vida.
Yeah.
I want to know more about that. So for the people that might not know, like what is Radio Buena Vida, and yeah.
So Radio Buena Vida is a online radio station that runs out of the south side of Glasgow. They've been going since 2021. They are like ran by Speedy and Suze, who are amazing. Like they are just like such a great they're just like great people to like have like supporting you when you're, you know, out in the world. And basically, so that was another thing, like when I first got interested in DJing again, I obviously did radio at college, did media at uni. So I basically was looking on Instagram, and then I saw that they were looking for shows, and I followed them. So I was like, oh, I'll give them a wee you know, email. And I was just like, oh, like that's the type of music I play, like that's the type of show I'd probably do. And then they got back to me and they're like, oh, that sounds good, do you want to come in for like a trial show? And I was like, go on. And then I went in, did it, it went really well. And then yeah, so I just started doing that, became a resident, and I do like a little monthly show. But yeah, it's just a really great place because they are running out of some great reward, which is a record shop in the south side of Glasgow as well. And then they opened their own little radio cafe, which is doing really well. And they've just got a great like community. Like loads of people I know are on it. Like it's just a very, I'm trying to think of the word. It's just a very supportive place.
Yeah,
Like,
it seems quite wholesome.
yeah, it is like really wholesome. Like it's nice being somewhere where there's like zero judgment, because not to get like, you know, a bit not personal, but you know, sometimes in spaces like DJing, there can be a lot of kind of judgment in the nicest way. Like sometimes it can be quite intimidating, so it's just nice being somewhere where like no one's looking down on you for what you're playing. Everyone's there just to help you out. And yeah, that's why like I loved it. Like I was so lucky that that's how I kind of got my start, because through Buena Vida is how I started getting booked in the first place. That's how I got my first gig at Berkeley Street and stuff like that. Like
is it?
yeah, like it's great. Like they're like so great for like helping promote their residents, you know, get gigs. Like they have like a full master list with like every resident. It has like their booking info, like their email number, whatever, like what they play, like what they're like, if they're a producer as well. So it's just like such a great place to, you know,
to
be a DJ, to be honest.
Oh, that's amazing. That does sound great.
Yeah.
Like, because I've always seen like wee things that you put up and stuff like that, and like I've heard your wee bits and stuff like that as
Yeah.
well. Like it's really cool. Yeah,
it's
it is.
great.
I get what you mean as well when you're talking about like the whole judgment thing. I think like even because you have noticed that as well, even like when you just go to things, and I'm not the one that's even up there, so I could imagine it must be quite like daunting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a lot.
It's like everyone has an opinion, and everyone thinks they know what they're doing. So it's just a lot of like, having not thick skin. Like I'm acting like people are like getting bullied and shit like that. But you know what I mean? Like sometimes people can be a bit of a prick.
And I think that's why, like, at the end of the day, you're all there because you all like the music.
Yeah, exactly.
And you all just want to have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I want to anyways.
Yeah.
I just want to drink and dance, baby.
Nah, too right. And you also, Lynn, you actually put on your own gig.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about that. I was there, by the way, guys. I went.
Number one fan.
Yeah.
I was always interested in like kind of doing my own night because I knew a few people who did it. So I was like, I could do it. I'll give that a go, you know. So I mailed Nice and Sleazy's in Glasgow. Everywhere's Glasgow. I feel like I should just preface that though in case someone's like, what? Yeah. Where? It's in Glasgow on Sauchiehall Street. Hello. And basically, oh my god, I said that. Anyways, like, I like messaged them and I was like, oh, like, would you be interested in I'm interested in kind of running a night. It's this sort of music. Like, it was all going to be like world music, like kind of like dance and disco from like around the world because I love that type of stuff. Yeah. So I was like, I really like want to do this, like if this is something you'd be interested in. And then they were like, yeah, that sounds good, like we'll get back to you with a date. And then it was like March, I think it was like March 2023.
Yes.
Yeah. And then so I was like, okay, that sounds good. And then basically I just like got posters made, like did full production and just gave it a go. And it was really fun. It was really good. Like it was just fun to kind of do something and know that like it was me.
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah,
I did that.
I did that.
No, it was good. It was a really cool night. I really enjoyed it. I was actually after I was like, oh, I wish I just did it because remember you asked me.
Yes.
Lauren asked me if I would maybe like I've always been like I'm gonna DJ, like literally just like never like I actually do own decks that just like sit under my bed, but like I know, but I don't know, like it's just this isn't more my I don't know I think that's why I find it inspiring like how you can actually go up there because I don't think I could. I think it's one thing being in front of a mic. A completely different thing being like up in front of like hundreds of people.
It's weird, like I don't even really get like proper stage fright. It's like honestly like ignorance in the best way where like I just kind of forget that like there's people there because I'm too focused on what I'm doing that like I'm like oh fuck yeah, like people are watching. And to be fair, I'm going to expose myself here as well, but most of the time I'm pretty drunk, so it takes a lot of the kind of fear out of it. But like you saying about how you were I asked you to play because I was like I want like when I'm doing this I want it to be with people that like I want to be my friends, like I want it to be like like a very like personal thing to me. And obviously you didn't play, but our very good friend Lindsay,
big up Lindsay
Green.
Yes, we love Lindsay.
DGL. So she played and she did great, and it was just really nice. Like it was nice. Like everyone there was like were like my friends. Like it was just a very nice
wholesome night.
Yeah.
So me, Lauren, and Lindsay all went to college together. So we all studied radio. So that was like 4 years ago. Yeah, like before, like just before COVID, we were doing it, and then like kind of after, and then we all went to uni. So we did, but I think like that's the thing that kept like when we went to college and we all just it was that was
trauma of being like a media student was just stuck us all together forever.
Yeah, stuck. Nah, that was great though. Seeing both of you guys up there, like I was just in the moment.
You're like, I'm not gonna play, but I'm gonna give them a fucking show.
Yeah,
anyways.
nah, too right. Also, I wanted to ask, see, like when you see DJs and they're like, I feel like when they're like that, like what, like, and they take the headphones off and then they put them back on and they like, is that just all for show?
No.
Like, why did what is that?
I'm about like actually do like a DJing lesson right now, like one-on-one.
Yeah, one-on-one.
Right,
go.
Technical. Let's go.
Okay,
so
go.
Basically, I can't believe I'm actually having it.
Because I'm like, what are they doing that for? Like, it's like they're on and it's off, and then it's like on, it's off, and I'm like.
Basically, like,
I don't know,
right,
man.
let's get into it, okay? Let's get into
it.
it. Cool. So basically, like, when you have your decks, I can't believe I'm actually having to do this.
It's happening.
So basically, like, when they're, like, so basically, like, you'll play, like, one song, right, and that'll be playing, and then you'll be like, woo, and then that'll be up like with the like fader, like which is like the
Stop.
volume basically, so that'll be fully up. So that's playing.
Right.
But the other one will be like the other song on the other deck. Are you following? That'll be down, but like you'll be playing it and you'll be like, you'll have a cue button on, which basically means like it's not playing out loud, but you can hear it in the headphones. So then that's when you're going like that. You're like listening to the song, trying to like kind of match it up to the other one. So then like you can like fade it in, and it like all kind of comes together, if that makes sense. So basically when they're doing that, they're basically like hearing the song that's not playing yet to see how it sounds, and then you know, does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. No, that I'm like, you're like, yeah. No, that actually does make a lot of sense, because honestly, I was just like, are they just doing that for this shit, like just to pure
just
let
be a prick, to be honest?
Yeah, like, I was like, yeah, I didn't really get it. Like, I've always wondered that. Like,
so basically that's what it is. Like,
right, okay,
I feel
that
like
makes sense.
there's a more technical way of saying it, and someone's gonna be watching that like that. It's not.
That's
that.
not it. No.
But like that's like the basics, the layman's kind of
way
of describing it.
No, that's cool. I like
but yeah,
that.
but it does look fucking daft.
No, I mean, I know I don't want to feel like I'm for slagging.
No. It's funny. Like that's the thing about DJing. It is funny because you are just playing other people's songs. Do you know what I mean? Like it is like, see when people take it too seriously, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like none of us are like fucking like, there is obviously like a lot of skill to it. I'm not fucking saying there's not, but like I'm just saying, like when people are like, nah, like this is a one way you can do it, I'm like, nah, you can do whatever you fucking want. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just a bit of fun. Yeah.
Like, see, you know what people do though, like, and I was saying like a lot of it is from like you're playing other people's songs, but you can proper like mix it and stuff, can't you?
A
like
lot of
make your own like yeah because like when you see like, oh, my dad used to go to DEF CON and like I'm not really into it, but it's like hardstyle and like all that pure sort of stuff, right? And like he'd go to that and like Tomorrowland, which is like all techno, and like I mean I'd go, see if you bought me a ticket, I'd be there, but like into all that sort of stuff. And when they're playing in front of like what, like 60,000 people, they'll like not, would they like mix, would they actually make their own like beats and stuff? I feel like a lot of kind of like a lot of DJs are also producers, so they will kind of produce their own stuff. And I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of producers, will start DJing just to like play their own music as well, you know what I mean? So there's a bit of both. Like I just DJ, I don't produce. Like you might though one day,
maybe
like,
that's next, hopefully.
It's a whole other game.
Yeah, basically.
So is there any gigs that you would love to play at? I was talking about, you know, ones that are like Tomorrowland and DEF CON there in like the Netherlands. Is there any gigs that stand out to you, or like places that you're like, oh, I'd love to do that? Or
so I can't really think of like actually like specific nights and stuff, but there is definitely like places I'd love to play. I'd love to play in London. Like I think London would be so fun. Places like Manchester, just like England, I think would be great. Like also places like Barcelona would be fun. Berlin would be good. You know, shit like that. Like it's just, I just really, that's one thing I love when I like travel or whatever. I love seeing what the kind of club culture is like in different places. So to be able to play like that would be really fun. But I'm trying to think, like sounds so wanky, right? But like like I love like see like the like ultimate dream, like it's never gonna happen, but it's just funny to think about it. It's like a boiler room would be really fun. That would never happen. Like, but like, you know that way where like you watch it and you're like, yeah, I could do that, that could be me. But like no, obviously that's not gonna happen. But that's like,
you don't know that? How do you don't know that?
Babes, I get booked like twice a fucking year. Like I don't know.
Nah, you've did a lot of gigs. I feel like you've did a lot.
Yeah, well,
like genuinely.
Not enough for a boiler room.
Yeah, plus like I guess like the more you did it and stuff, the more like people would like. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm saying, boiler room. Like what? Like wait, what is that?
It's basically like I feel like they're like a, I don't know how to explain it, but basically they show like DJs playing, if you know what I mean. Like they're like doing nights and stuff, and then like
right.
But they also like, they're like a music kind of platform, I guess, like live music platform. But a lot of their stuff has to do with DJs and and like, to be fair, the reason why I was like, well, that'd be fun or something along those lines is just because that's a big way I've kind of learned how to DJ by watching them and like seeing how people kind of mix. And then also it's like kind of opened up my world to like a lot of like DJs I would otherwise never have seen. So it's a very it's good.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. Because I kind of just I was like, yeah, I get you. But I think now that you've spoke about it, I think I've heard you speak about it before, and I think I've seen clips and stuff like that. I've like, yeah. At first I was like, boiler room. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Not like the boiler in the cupboard. You know what I mean? Like not actual, but yeah, no, it was like a whole thing. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm pure. So, what gigs? Is there any gigs coming up?
I've got a few, yeah. I don't know how much I can say, but I think it'll be fine by the time it's.
Oh, is it a secret?
No, it's not secret. But you know that way where like I feel awkward selling it. Yeah, they're all secret. Shh. But basically, I feel awkward saying before this actually like came out, if you know what I mean. But I've got a few. I'm playing at La Cheetah next month. On the 24th of March for Keep On, which is like a lovely disco-y night, which should be really, really good. And yeah, I'm like excited to play that sort of music again because I feel like it's been a while. Also, I'm playing at Polo.
No way.
Like,
are you actually?
No, but like not like just in the like big club. It's like so a DJ, you know. I forget, like, basically, DJ called Daniel. You know Daniel?
Daniel!
Yeah.
Big up Daniel. We went to uni with Daniel. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah,
we
that's
did.
that Daniel. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Lovely guy.
Lovely guy. But yeah, like, basically, he's starting a night in Club X, which is, like, you know, the kind of chainy bit up the back of Polo.
Yeah.
And that should be good as well, so yeah. Polo, La Cheetah. And I don't know, when is this going out?
Friday.
Oh, never mind then.
It's going out Friday, yeah.
Well, if this is going out Friday, I'm also playing on Friday at for Glasgow Uni's fashion show. So I'm doing like their kind of pre-party. So that should be fun as well, yeah. So yeah, it's all just like stuff's happening again, you know. Like it was kind of stale for a while, a bit slow, but I feel like now we're back in the new year. It's getting a bit more.
Yeah, lots going
shit's
on.
happening again.
Shit's
moving.
Yeah, you were saying like 2 gigs. Like you've got like that's like 3, 4 that you've literally just named coming up. Like that's mad.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just humble. You know. Nah, edit that out. That was really embarrassing. Cunty.
Yeah, but you're honestly, Lauren, like you're doing really well, and that's a lot of exciting things to look forward to coming up. And I think as well, definitely with your work, and then like. It means when you're not working, you can like enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean? You can enjoy the time doing this and stuff like that. And now you're not like going to stress.
Yeah, it's like
out about it.
Something I actually enjoy. So it's nice to kind of, like not relax, but kind of unwind and do the shit that I actually like doing away from work.
Yeah, no, definitely. And thank you as well for taking the time while you're on your annual leave, like to even come and do this.
Of course. I'm on annual leave, so I've been going crazy. Not be DJing, but I've been fucking getting drunk. Which has been cool.
I just at DJ sets instead.
Yeah, just at DJ. I'm just like watching other people play.
Yeah, that's cool though. I love that. So, are you ready for some spill the tea, guys? We're gonna do spill the tea.
Go on.
Yeah, will we do it?
Go on.
Okay.
Let's see what people have been saying. I'm kind of scared.
No, they're good. They're good. So they're funny.
Woo!
Spill that tea. Oh my god, help. Oh, it's quite like a wee thing.
A wee hole.
Like
tight little hole.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want? You do a few and I'll do a few.
Oh shit. Okay.
What?
No, what we seen, tight little hole. Then looking straight into the camera. I feel like I'm like fucking what's that show where they're looking at the camera? Like The Office or some shit like that.
I love The Office.
I've never watched the UK one, but I watched the American one.
Yeah, the UK one is not it.
Is it? Fucking hell. Ricky Gervais.
No.
Fucking hell.
No, and I feel like once you've watched one
you're like,
series,
I get it.
Yeah, one. Yeah, same as like guys, if you've seen Shameless, it has to be the American one, not the UK one.
I've only watched up to the bit in Shameless where like she puts like the dildo off his mum. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
I swear that happened.
Alright, guys. Anyway, just you stick to DJing, babes.
Fucking hell.
So, Gloss.
Hello.
Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
What the fuck? Who asked that? Are you being serious? Is that a question? Who the fuck? Do you want my number? Yeah.
It's a secret.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I know.
Yes. Yes, it did.
What was it like?
Like, can we not do this?
Yeah.
No, but I
was
do
Emma.
have like a birthmark on my. Oh, is it Emma? Oh, thanks, Emma.
Does that make you feel less like?
Yeah, I
creeped
was
out?
scared I was gonna be some fucking
Nah.
crazy fan. Keep that. Don't put that in, please. Nah, see, to be fair, but I do have like I'm not just getting my leg out, right? But I have like it's not wrong. Like I have a birthmark on my leg, and sometimes have you ever heard that thing where like apparently like wherever your birthmark is like where you were like killed in your past life.
No.
So I'm always like, oh, maybe like I got like shot in the leg. I don't know why this is relevant to anything. Right?
Because you fell from heaven.
I fell from heaven and I hit my leg on the way down.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Hope that answered your question, Emma.
Next. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's quite nice though, right? Is that the girl who controls the telly?
Is that actually?
Yeah.
No, that's not me. That's
No.
Lauren. Yeah.
What is it like controlling the telly? Like, what is it like?
Scary.
Scary. Yeah, I feel like you've got used to it now though. Like, it would have been like now, like I feel like when you first start, I feel like it's anything. But when you first start, I'd be pure scared like to touch it in case like I did it wrong or something.
Yeah. Now I'm just kind of like fuck.
You do it without even thinking about it.
Yeah, most of the time, and then shit goes wrong, and I'm like, I should have probably thought about that.
Yeah. Well, see, the next time I see a mistake on the telly, I'm gonna be like,
Hey, Daphne!
You go on, you do one. You
Okay,
do one.
I'm like scared. I'm like, I put them like face down so I didn't like spoil it for myself. If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Oh my god. Fuck, I don't know. I'd love to like be able to like speak any language in the world. I think that would be fun. You know that way where like when you're like walking in the street and you hear someone speaking a different language, I'll be like,
And just know what they're
what are
saying.
you saying? Also, like I think maybe like teleportation because I hate getting the fucking bus.
Fair.
So it'd just be nice to like, you know, be like, oh, I need to be here in like 5 minutes. Let's
You just go.
That's what I'd do if I teleported. I'd be like,
Yeah,
just
and then
like
leave.
spawn into the
Yeah.
next place. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what I would.
I don't know.
Don't know what
I would also want to be the best DJ in the world and like world
Easy,
peace and blah 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 blah
easy.
blah. Sorry, I'm trying to make it relevant.
That is fair. I know sometimes the questions, they can be, by the way guys, just so you know, if you are asking questions for the guests, they can be random or they can be
Yeah.
about what you do.
They can be random and kooky and crazy.
Yeah,
just to
like
get to know
us.
us. Oh,
Yeah.
go on. Right.
So,
Oh God.
did you invent the...
What?
Wait, after like wrote that and I'm like... Did you invent the finger wag?
Stop. Stop.
Did you?
Right.
I'd actually
I
had to
can't
Google
believe
what that was.
Right,
Like, I
so
didn't even
there's a
notice
bit of fucking like.
Is that not it? Like that?
Who asked that? I feel like I know who asked that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna actually cry. That's so funny. So basically, like, I did this thing for a while. I've like had to like force myself to stop because it was getting bad. Where like I'd like DJ and I'd get like too drunk and I'd stop. I'd have to like every video. I feel sick. Like every video, I'd be like that. Woo! Like I was like conducting. Like I was like it was like
Yeah, I know,
I'd just be
'cause
feeling the music and I'd be like that. Yes.
That's funny.
And I literally like had to fucking like it was like I was watching. I remember it was one night I was playing at Faith at Broadcast, which was Kirsty's night. Shout out again. And yeah, like I got so fucking steaming that like I just remember like looking back at the videos the next day and like dying inside because it was me like it's like a song on, it's like going all fun crazy, and then I'd like take my like headphones off and start being like woo, and I'm like why the fuck am I doing that? Like why can I not just keep my like hands to myself? So now like I've had to make a conscious decision of like
Not to.
every time I'm like that, I'm like playing and then I'm just like hands by my sides like
That's your thing though. That can be. Like,
nah,
your
I don't
thing.
want that to be my, I don't want that to be my
Nah.
thing. No.
Nah.
I want to look like cool and mysterious. I don't want to fucking look
That
like
is cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Look like Mozart.
So, describe your perfect day.
Day.
That's a good one.
Oh, that is a good one. Oh, I don't know, right.
Ah.
So I think I'd want to start, I'd wake up and I would feel like nice and refreshed, you know, feel like ready to go. Sunny outside, birds chirping, room's clean. Then I would, I'm trying to think what I would do. I would go for like brunch. I don't know where. I'm trying to think of a good place I've been lately. I'd go for brunch, and then I would go for like a little walk around Queen's Park, and
Nice.
then I would also know, and then I'd go for like a nice dinner, and then go to a bar, get a bottle of like nice wine, and then go to like go like Lucia
Go to Lucia.
or like
Yes.
Berkeley Suite, and then just go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then don't go home till like 7 o'clock the next day.
Fair.
I feel like I love that buzz of like knowing you're going out that night. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'd like to know like I'm like doing nice stuff, like nice wholesome stuff, and then I can go out that night and have a funky time with,
Yeah.
with my friends.
No, that
So,
sounds lovely. That's nice.
Yeah, I feel like I can't think anything else. Just like not lie in my bed, I think would be a good way to do it, because I do that way too much.
No, I feel that. Yeah. Sometimes though, when you do have a day to be free, you just want to just chill.
Yeah.
But then also, I feel like then when I'm busy again, I'm like, oh, wish I did this. I wish I did that.
Mhm. Why did I not do that on my one day off?
Oh well.
It's sick, innit?
Yeah.
It's nasty.
That's a good day though. I like that. That was a lovely question as well.
Oh no,
so,
that's
yeah,
very
that was
cute.
lovely.
Thank you. That was very wholesome. I was expecting more like kind of fucking, I don't know.
No, that was good.
And I'm
I
like,
like that.
but yeah, that was cute.
I think we've got one more.
We do. What are you currently? Oh, who are you currently listening to just now? Right. Okay. Fuck. So I've been listening to this. I don't know what she is. She's a kind of dance producer, singer called Sassy009. She's Danish, I'm sure, but I really like her stuff. It's very kind of, I don't know how you explain it. It's like kind of moody, kind of club music, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Like it kind of feels very dramatic, but in a good way. Feels very kind of atmospheric, but I really like that. I also really like Jockstrap, who are a duo from England. Their stuff's kind of mixed between kind of electronic, but then it's also very ethereal, very dreamy as well. So I think that's just kind of the thing I'm really into lately. Like, I know I've been saying this whole time I love like disco, I love like all that stuff, but generally just like listening to stuff, I have got a lot more into kind of stuff that's a bit more experimental, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice like listening to different things,
Yeah.
and then you get different ideas and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I'm always doing, is just trying to find new music all the time. Like I'm always just like on the hunt for new music.
Well, guys, if you've got any tunes you want Lauren to check out, then
give me a wee DM and I will listen to it. I will.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, that was it. That was a good spill the tea.
Yeah, I
that
enjoyed
was
that.
good. I liked that. We put that we went in there.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you. And remember, guys, please do, when I have guests on, please do answer away your questions. Ask away, not answer. Ask away your questions, and we will answer them on the show. Because I do really love like having you guys involved, and it's quite fun as well, isn't it? Like just like
it's nice to actually people actually ask me questions.
yeah. No, it's good. It's good. Your questions were great, so thank you. Keep them coming.
Thank you. I know.
Keep them coming. Well, Lauren, thank you again for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure having you. It really has.
Thank you. I've had a very good time.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to my ramblings.
So where can the lovely listeners find you if they want to check you out?
So you can find me on Instagram at gloss with 4 underscores after that, and basically everything that needs to be.
I'm sorry.
Everything that needs to
4
be
underscores. Sorry, that's just really funny.
It's because gloss, no one like you can't get gloss on Instagram. Like it's taken. It's been taken. So yeah, you can find me on that, and basically like everything that you need to know if you want to know anything is on there. My SoundCloud's on there, which is gloss, but the URL is like glossy lady. So yeah.
There you go, guys.
There you go.
Yeah, please do check out Gloss, and thank you again for coming on the show.
Thank you.
It's been great, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and as usual you can check me out on Instagram at Soundcheck with Soph. See you next time.
Thank you.